Today we're going to be testing FSD version 12.6.3 here in Hawaii. I'm going to be going from the Waikele Center over to the Superchargers in Kaneohe. We will be testing it in a 2023 Tesla Model 3. I will say that the Legacy X and S models have not been doing super well on version 12.6.3, so if you have one of those, your experience might be a little bit different. But let's get this trip started and see how it goes. Let's do it. Right away, the map is having us go left and around. I personally probably would have gone right and around to make it easier to get onto this road here, but this will work just fine. Good stop, good go. Should go in front of this car. Perfect, nice and smooth. Straight into the left turn lane, love that. These cars coming from the left over here do not have a stop sign. Yeah, that was pretty good. Like that. Yeah, right here we have a left into an immediate next left, so I like that it turned I like that it used the left turn lane for this turn. Makes this a lot easier. Good smooth left turn despite this white car over here kind of coming into my lane a little bit on the turn, but yeah, handled that smoothly. That's one thing that I have noticed about FSD 12.6.3 so far is that it does get closer to cars than I'm used to. So if it's like changing lanes, sometimes it'll get, within a couple feet of the car when it's changing lanes. Or when I'm coming to a stop, a lot of times when I'm behind a car, it'll come to, again, within like 5 feet of the car behind it. Might even take a little bit of time to actually start slowing down, which can be a little bit unsettling at first, but in my experience it has actually been fairly smooth, so it's not too bad. And one problem that I have seen from at least version 13, I don't know about 12.6.3 as much, is that sometimes it will turn left on a red light, which obviously is not a good thing. So yeah, hopefully right here it waits until this light actually turns green before it decides to go. Especially since over on the left hand side there is an arrow over there, so I could see the car getting confused with that arrow. But it did wait for this green arrow, which is good. Yeah, now we're getting onto the highway. Test that out a little bit since now the highway is on the same stack as the city stack. Of course, had a very smooth transition onto the highway here. Felt very nice. And also, just so you know, I do have it on that average profile as well. That was a little bit unsmooth. I don't think the car noticed that this lane over to the right was ending, so it did have to slow down pretty quick to let this gray car or gray truck in front of us get over. But honestly, I barely noticed that that lane was ending, so can't blame the car too much for that. Looks like we do have a little bit of traffic, so I'm just going to speed up the video a little bit to make this go by a little bit quicker. Unless anything happens, then I'll slow it back down.
All of my friends say, girl, you better take care, 'cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down I know I might be headed for teardrops, now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't.
Alright, we have 1 mile left until we get from the H1 to the H3, so we're going to slow the video back down right here, just so we can see kind of how it transitions to the H3. Make sure it does that smoothly. I like that obviously there wasn't a lot of traffic right there, so it wasn't too hard for the car to get over, but I do like that it did get over right there. It seemed like a pretty good spot. Some earlier versions, it probably still wouldn't have gotten over into this lane. Getting into this left lane onto the H3. Very nicely done. That's kind of been my biggest gripe with the recent versions of FSD, is that a lot of times it has trouble getting into the right lanes and just following where it's supposed to go. But so far on this drive, it's gone into the exact same lane that I would have chosen every time and everything. So liking that so far. It's also doing a very good job of going with the flow of traffic. Obviously you can see that the speed limit right here is technically 45. It's going up to 60, so it started accelerating a little bit already. But it was in the 45 going about 55 to 60. Staying with the flow of traffic, very nicely done. We do have a car coming up kind of fast behind us as well. So hopefully once the car gets to this other side of this white car on the right hand side, it will get over into the right hand lane, let this car behind us pass. And it did exactly that. So very happy. Tesla does recommend a 40% offset of the speed for highways, but I personally am not someone who likes speeding a lot, even here in Hawaii where they do go quite a bit over the speed limit. So I do have mine set at 25%, which has been doing pretty well. It goes a pretty good speed for my liking. have some cars here on the right-hand side, so the car slowed down, got over here into the left-hand lane. Absolutely perfect. Exactly what I would have done, getting right back over into the right-hand lane. Love that. This is honestly probably the most comfortable ride of full self-driving that I've ever done. I haven't felt uncomfortable a single time. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself.
I know we drifted so far apart, and I know we both made it.
Right here, I definitely wouldn't have minded if the car did get into the left-hand side, since these cars are going pretty slow, but I'm not mad about it either. They're still going a decent pace, so. And right as I say that, it does go into the left-hand lane to get around this car. Tunnels aren't the hardest thing ever, but it did handle that tunnel smoothly. So, again, very nice.
'Cause after all this time, you're still on my mind. Oh, I'll never forget you, baby.
This is one thing that has been a little bit tricky with previous versions, at least for my car. Just going around sharp turns. A lot of times it would just kind of veer towards the outside of the car, or towards the outside of the turn, and not want to stay in the middle of the lane, or even stay more on the inside of it for some reason. So sometimes it would actually like go outside of the lines, which is just definitely very, yeah, it's a little bit unnerving when it does that. So we have a sharp turn coming up here, where previous versions, it might be struggling with this, so we'll see how it does. So far, staying slightly inside on the turn, going a pretty good speed. Again, it was perfect. That was exactly how I would have done that turn. No notes. Then we're gonna have to get over into the left-hand lane here before we get onto Kili. I don't know how to say that name. But yeah, hopefully we'll get into the left-hand lane because we do have a little bit of space right here, and not a lot of time before we get into this next highway. So, but if it doesn't get over, okay, it has the blinker on, getting over right before this double white line, so it cut it a little bit closer than I would have liked. That's probably the most uncomfortable I've been so far during this drive, but it did get over into the right lane.
I gotta love, love. Yeah, yeah. I gotta love, love. Yeah, yeah. I gotta love, love. Yeah, yeah. I gotta love. Yeah,
yeah. Just passed a motorcycle cop, so I'm glad the car was just going with the speed of traffic, wasn't going faster or anything.
What I've got, you couldn't put a price so bad, 'cause I got something real. I got something real. 'Cause I got love. Yeah, yeah. I got love. Yeah, yeah. I got love.
I turned the blinker on and didn't change lanes in the intersection, which I like. Obviously don't want the car to change lanes in the intersection, so I'm glad it waited until it got out of the intersections before turning into the left lane. We do have a speed bump right here because of a crosswalk, so car is slowing down nicely for that. You can have things kind of here in the middle of the road, staying right in between those. That was so smooth, very well done, perfect speed.
I got love. Yeah, yeah. I got love. Yeah,
yeah. This next turn is the turn into where the Superchargers are, so we will just let it go fully until it decides to stop, see how it navigates this turn and through the parking lot through the Superchargers over here on the left. Again, left arrow thing, so hopefully it waits for the left arrow before turning left. Alright, got the left arrow. Nice and smooth. Now hopefully it turns right into here, which it did. And is it going to back in? Didn't back in for us, so we will back in ourselves. Feel awkward because it is right next to this other Tesla and had a car behind us. Otherwise I would have let the car park itself. I'm moving Chargers though, just so it's not as awkward. All right, overall that was definitely one of the best full self-driving drives that I've ever done. There was that one time where it could have gotten into the left lane a little bit quicker, but it still got in there nice and comfortably. So the rest of the time it was super smooth, super well done, exactly what I would have done every single time. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Hopefully it works just as well for you guys. I will say that obviously downtown Honolulu, I've definitely had to take over a couple times just because of how crazy it can be down there. But yeah, if you're just kind of in the other parts of Honolulu, other parts of Oahu, you're probably going to be just fine. It's going to be super smooth. So yeah, thanks for watching.
I got love, love.